Buckle up and get ready for a roller coaster ride of some tasteless humor, lots of heart, and radical truth with two scrappy chicks. Because adulting is hard, but we are thinking that laughing about it is just so much easier.
Hi, everybody. We are back, and we are so happy that you decided to join us again today. Today, I'm starting off. I'm going to start off with a thank you, thank you, thank you. I wanted to say thank you to my daughter, um, not just for in terms of I had granddaughter come and visit forever and at least time together. She makes time for me in a day in this world of estrangement and adult children not caring about their parents or finding a reason not to speak with them. I'm so very grateful that no matter, you know, if we have a disagreement or we don't say eye to eye, we still love each other and love spending time together. So that's nice. And like I said, I spent about 4 or 5 years. So it was wonderful when she reached out to spend time with her Nona, and it was curious. I'm grateful for that. And it's her 17th birthday, at least it was last week. And she asked for a specific cake. And I don't know if anybody has had this before. This was my first time having it. It's called Nothing Bundt Cakes. And boy, it was delicious. We couldn't stop eating it. And of course, she loved it, adored it. You can pick out your little decorations and everything, and lots of different flavors. And I ordered the day before, ordered on a Saturday, and it was delivered to our home on Sunday, and it was beautiful. I'm so grateful and so happy that we decided to do that. So now that's going to be on our list when we have any kind of special events where we would like to get, a cake. And yeah, that's it.
I so need one of
That's it
those
for me,
cakes.
starting at least.
I
Oh,
want one
you
of those
do, because they
cakes.
have little buntlets too. Yeah, because you don't really need to get the whole thing. They have little buntlets too, little baby ones.
Oh, that's so cute.
Maybe next time you're out here, we can go do that. That and McAllister's.
Well, oh, American Bagel, and I forgot to go today. Oh well.
Oh,
I don't know if
oh
they're
my
open
gosh, an
tomorrow.
American bagel.
If they're open tomorrow, I will do it.
I think they should be. I'm not sure. I haven't been for a few years, but if anybody an American bagel by them, you can attest to how amazing it is. Because Ginger was talking about her difficulty getting her favorite bagel and how important it is to have a good bagel in your life. And I
Yes.
said, if you, the best bagel I've ever had, ever, was from Great American Bagel because they do sandwiches, breakfast sandwiches. They make their bagels there in house, all kinds of different schmears and juices and stuff. And I told Ginger she should go because there's one close to her. And so, yes, you'll have to let us all know once you do go.
Yes. So, um, this week, or no, last week's. Well, it was released Tuesday. This is now Saturday. My podcast with my daughter. Um, the week before, how we had a bad weather Wednesday and Thursday, and then they spent the night. And everyone's laughing about her comment saying that it looked like a crime scene when she came out and seen me sleeping on the dog bed. And we will get to why Ginger was sleeping on the dog bed. That's like our main segment today. But anyway, again, we had bad weather um Wednesday, right? It was Wednesday again.
Yeah.
And luckily for my area, but not others, Central Illinois got hit pretty bad. My cousin got hit in Charleston. Um, they didn't have power and a tree hit her garage, but they were okay. Then there's this guy, Trevor Kecky. I will put his link in the show. Um, I guess he's getting interviewed by CNN and a Cooper Anderson. So I'm like, I gotta reach out to him. But he was filming. There's a tornado going on out there, and I think he was in a mobile home. and it cuts out, and next thing it's him coming back, and his house is gone around him.
Was he in the house when it
Yes.
happened? Oh
Yes, he
my
he got
God.
thrown around in the house.
Oh my God.
I think, did you not watch his videos? I sent
No,
to you. Okay.
no.
You're gonna have to watch it because
Okay.
and then he says in the second video at the end, "Oh, and why the hell is everyone saying I was on Lexapro?" That that like upset him. Um, so and it looks like he does have a daughter, but I don't think she was there because I seen a little chair, and then I went on his Instagram and seen, that he has a little daughter. So, I mean, I think it was more like shock. I mean, what would you do if you're recording, you hear a tornado outside, and the next thing you know, your house is gone?
Right.
And then the week
With
before, the
you in it.
couple, yeah, the week before, the couple from Streeter who their house flattened out and they were able to walk away. So it gives me hope that you can survive it. And I'm also hearing now that if you're out in it, like driving, I'm also hearing you should not pull over under an underpass. I don't know if
Yeah,
like the
why is that? Do
tornado,
we know why?
huh?
Do we know why?
It's the tornado can suck you out of it?
Okay.
I
Because I
don't,
would
I'm,
almost feel like that would be the first thing to do to get under there to
yeah,
but I guess, I don't know.
I don't know. I guess we need to get a professional weather person and do a interview and ask all these questions
Right? We do.
because they're saying for Illinois alone this year, over 142 tornadoes confirmed.
Wow.
And I think the one that went through central Illinois was a EF3. And I
Wow.
want to say the highest is EF5. There may be a 6, I'm not sure. 150-mile-per-hour winds. Yeah. So yeah,
No. No, thank you.
I know.
But and that's the thing too. It's like you do. That's like your worst. That's like worst case scenario, right?
Yeah. So I noticed we gained somebody from down under. Um
An Aussie.
yeah, and we have some more England or the UK area, Europe and South America. So, um please join our Facebook group. We also have a page. Um there's not much on it now, but yeah, look for our page on Facebook to Scrappy Chicks Podcast. We're also on TikTok and Instagram. But
Yes,
I,
we are.
I would like to know you out of the country, out of the United States, wherever you're at. I like to know if you guys get this crazy weather. Because I know they extended the Tornado Alley area for the Midwest. They extended it, so it's grown further. And I don't like it. I need to go move to where they don't have this horrible weather. And please don't say California because I don't think I would be good with earthquakes. And when it rains there, it's awful. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, the weather,
Earthquakes,
yeah,
fires. Oh, thank you.
yeah, the weather may be nice, but I've been on the freeway and no thanks. I've
No.
I got to try In-N-Out Burger and seen the Hollywood sign, so I'm good. Oh, and we
When I
drove down, is it Hollywood Boulevard where the stars are, of the stars in the sidewalk?
yeah.
Yeah. But um I'm sorry to say this, but California, just like Illinois, needs to get their straight. Clean it up.
Yeah,
And
they need new governors because the governors that they have not been governing. They've been pocketing and scamming and scheming,
mhm,
and that's my personal opinion.
yeah. What
So
I- Is there any other states besides Illinois where the governors went to prison?
Oh gosh, that's a good question. I don't know.
We've had several.
But I know I've heard of one state that's a lot better when it comes to women's rights, which is New Mexico. Just found that out. So who knows? That could be
Oh,
on the list.
oh, so I know you don't listen to my recaps because you don't do reality TV, but
Yes, I
Rhode
do.
Island just passed a bill because two of the women on there are making gummies for menopausal women. Rhode
Okay,
Island passed a bill to make the menopause woman a protective class.
good. About freaking time.
Yeah. So I think I want to reach out to them and say, hey, what do I got to do to get that done in Illinois?
Yeah, good idea. Let's do that.
Yeah. All right. So as I was saying before about why was I sleeping on a dog bed? Um, so the spare room I let Ashley and Eli sleep in. Um, had a futon in there, and then what happens is when either me or my husband gets sick, um, one of us would go to the spare room. It is more detrimental for him not to get sick than me because of his immune system. So more than likely, I came to the spare room, and it was a futon, and it's good for occasion, but I got a cold in October. I got a cold in December, January, February, and March. Um, and it's like as soon as I got over it, I got it again. And it was crazy. So I'm good. And I make sure to take stuff every day so I don't have a repeat of that. So I was like, you know what? Need a bed. And I'm like, and not a twin, a full. Because pretty much the futon folded out was a full. So I love Facebook Market, and that's something we need to, if we have time, talk about Facebook Market and being safe. Found a barely used full size bed with the frame that does the head up and the foot up. Yes, it could not. I mean, I almost bought new, and for what I got for this used, I know some people like, ew, gross bed. Well, like I said, it was barely used. So I'm enjoying it.
Well, and that's how we got this twin bed frame with the shelf and everything. We got it
Mhm.
on Facebook Marketplace, and they initially wanted 125 for it, but by the time they went to go pick it up, the guy's like, "Here, just take it for free." So we got it for free, and it's beautiful. So yeah, can't
Yeah.
speak highly enough about Facebook Marketplace. But yes, and she did my daughter went. She did not go alone. She went with her significant other, and yeah, because if you're gonna talk about safety, verify,
Yeah.
trust but verify.
Yes. So, um, like I said, I got a cold October, December, and October, December was two hospital visits for him. So we both got it, but no one got it. Maybe Kevin did get one cold out of all those times. And it was a cold where I was stuffy and sneezing, coughing, blowing the heck out of my nose. And didn't my voice sound awful? I mean,
You were going through it. It was rough.
yeah. So, but so when you have a married couple and they sleep in different rooms, they're calling it sleep divorce. We don't like that. We're changing the name to it sounds negative, so we're going to call it sleep wellness arrangement, right?
Right, because that's what it is. It's an
Yeah.
arrangement for both of your wellness for you to sleep peacefully.
And so here, I'll tell you how I grew up. Um, our first house was a townhouse, and I was probably in the crib too long. And then my bed was a fold-up bed. You know, if you go to a hotel and you need an extra bed and they roll a bed in and it
Yeah.
unfolds, that was my bed.
They call it a cot, but it's really like you said, so it's a rolling fold up bed.
Yeah. I mean, it was no cot. It was a pretty decent thick mattress.
Yeah.
So that's what I slept on after I got out of my crib in my parents' room. And my sisters had a bunk bed, and then my brother had the basement. This was in the townhouse.
Also,
And my
like separate.
parents had twin beds and not next to each other on opposite sides of the room. And I thought that was normal because shows I watched, the Dick Van Dyke Show, they had twin beds. Ricky and Lucy, they had twin beds. I thought that was the normal growing up. Everybody has their own bed. And then um I went to a sleepover at a friend's house and seen her parents' room, and I seen this huge bed. It was a king. And I go, "What is that?" She goes, "Oh, that's my parents' bed." And I go, "They share a bed?" And she goes, "Yeah." And I was like, "That's weird." And she goes, "No, that's not weird." And I said, "My parents have their own beds." And they go, "That's weird." So here I grew up thinking that you have your own bed. And I guess things, have changed, but it is preference. Here's the reason why my parents had separate beds. One, my mom said he hogs the covers. Two, he snores. Three, I was conceived at 47 and she did not want any more of that monkey business. And
Right.
even when we moved into our next house, I was still in their room with that same bed until my brother went off to college, and then they put me and my sister, in the downstairs, which would have been like a family room, but they put dividers up, and one side was hers and one side was mine. And geez, I had that bed until my other sister moved out in high school, so I finally got my own room in high school. And then Patty moved out, so the downstairs was like the entertaining space, since she left. So yeah, that was the time I got mom and dad to myself for, gosh, a good, let's see, 4 years of high school until I was 21. So uh graduated at 17, so 18 and 20. So a good 8 years I had mom and dad to myself. That was nice. Maybe that's why they hate me so much, because I got that and they didn't.
Mm, no. I
What was that?
said you'll just know unless they decide to tell you what goes on in people's minds, right?
Yeah, yeah. So, um, like I said, I mean, what is normal? Is having, your own bed normal? Um, is no.
I say yes. No,
Okay.
and I grew up completely different because my parents always shared a bed. They had a king, always had a king,
Mm-hmm.
and they always shared a bed. But seeing to me that was still weird. Like I never and I because I always had my own room
Mm-hmm.
from a child, like from birth on. I always had my own. So there the master bed and it was I never wanted to share my bed with anybody. So, I that to me was so unnatural. And when I was with my first husband too, even then I was like, "Don't breathe on me, don't touch me." I was so used to having my own bed, my own
Mm-hmm.
room, my own space. So for me, the opposite was completely. It was unnatural, and I didn't like it. And then I had, a second relationship, and the same thing. It was like, no, I like your mom, like no monkey business. I'm here to sleep. This is what we're
Mm-hmm.
doing. No
Yeah.
monkey business to sleep, but I want my own space. So now I have to sharing my bed again. But I think when people say the term, divorce, I think it sounds kind of hard at a certain point in your life or your relationship. It's okay.
Uh, is your internet okay? You're breaking
And
up a little.
sometimes
Hello?
I need to plug in my
I'm
speaker.
I'm sorry, what?
I need to plug in my speaker because I think when I do that, it doesn't do it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
anyway,
So yeah, well, I shared a bed with the donor, and then when things weren't going well, I slept on the excuse me, effing couch. And I did not mind that. And when I moved out, I was like, oh yes, queen bed to myself. And then I was with Chuck and I was like, how did we survive on a queen bed? And
I know, right?
yeah, like I didn't have a king bed till I, moved in here. And and I get it. And then we had two big dogs, but now um they have their own beds. But getting back to the sleep wellness arrangement, I just got so used to coming in here and sleeping and you know, getting that full size bed. I was just like, you know what, this is all right. Um I could have slept in the spare room in the basement. That's a queen size bed. But I needed to keep an eye on things, so that's why I slept on the dog bed. It wasn't too bad. And what do I want to say? Oh, so the next night I did sleep in the master bedroom. Sorry, it will always be master. And apparently, I kept him up because I snored. And that's one thing that annoyed me with him is he snores loud. So apparently I snore. So I told Kevin, my son, next time he hears me snoring, record it. I want to hear how bad I'm snoring.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like I feel like everybody snores at one point or another.
Hmm.
Everybody snores. I've never met anybody who doesn't snore to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Plus, I like before bed, I'll probably watch like a show, it depends on how I'm feeling. If I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep quick or not, I'll watch King of Queens. Other than that, House Hunters. And he won't want to watch House Hunters in there. And I go to sleep a little later than he does. And you know, I I'm post menopause and I don't want no hot sticky body on me, near me, nothing. And the covers
How
he
do you
he
sleep now?
huh?
How do you feel like you're sleeping now now that you have your own space?
Well, it would be nice. Although this week was a little better, only sometimes I got up in the middle of the night, sometimes I didn't, but I'm only getting about 6 hours of sleep, and I wish I could get like 2 more hours. But other than that,
Do you, do you
it's
think it would be by
nice.
getting up,
I
or
get up
what
to
do you think would
pee.
help? Oh, is that why?
Yeah. I don't know what would help getting more hours, but because I do a physical job, I'm like going. So I'm not, slowing down. But let me tell you, sometimes when I come home, I'm like napping.
I know you doze, right? You doze a little bit.
Hmm. And
A little bit. I
It's
know.
weird. did you listen to the message I sent you the other day? I said, isn't it weird when we fall asleep, we just, fall asleep. It's almost like when you're getting an operation, they tell you to count down from 10 and then you're out, right? So same with
Yeah.
sleeping, you're out. And then when you wake up, it's just your eyes open and you wake up. And
Yep.
I just think it's the weirdest thing.
Yes. It is.
Oh, so yes, so it is not wrong to sleep in the other room, whether you're married or not. And it just may, because I think sleep's important. And there's Allie Mano, she's on she was a bachelorette, and she came out and said that she sleeps. I think it's, I don't think it's all the time, but the spare room downstairs, she'll have sleepovers, with the kids. And her husband gets up really early to do his radio show. So that's why, she was doing it. And she was also doing an ad for the mattress. So yeah, it's probably more common than you think. So if you guys do this, shout out on the Facebook group or the podcast page. Let us know what your sleeping arrangements are and know
And
that
when
there
that
is,
started and how you feel like it's working out, right?
yeah, and there's nothing wrong with it. I think sleep is important. And if having your own bed is the solution, then
So
yes.
don't suffer in silence.
Yeah,
Oh, and then
I like that.
I want to talk about sleep.
What was that?
Friends and about sleep because I used to watch that when I woke up at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Because remember, I thought it came out on Friday, but it actually came out the night before.
Yes, I miss
So
it.
at 1 o'clock in the morning, I'd be watching. I know, I miss it.
I miss you,
And I
James.
am caught up. I know you're not. Yeah. And I know you're not caught up yet on Maximum Pleasure Guaranteed, but it's good. Like,
Hmm. Yes. And I
about.
know the title. It's on Apple TV, Maximum Pleasure Guaranteed. I know it sounds real sexual, and I thought so too. And I started watching it, and I was telling you, you got to watch it. And you're like looking at the title, and you're like, I don't think so, because it's a very deceiving title. It is a like murder mystery, like crime one.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
the only
and in
thing,
full disclosure, I go ahead.
well, the only thing about, the sexual thing is the main character, her name's Paula, was doing video cam with a younger man, and that's who gets murdered. So, what's
About
your
the full
take on it?
disclosure. This is why this is why I didn't start to watch it initially because I watched that first episode.
Mm-hmm. Where she's being naughty?
You're
Hopefully
like
you,
no,
hopefully you don't hear that. You don't hear them
no, we don't
barking,
hear
do you?
anything.
Do you hear them barking?
No,
That's amazing.
no,
You two stop?
don't hear anything. Believe me, if I heard that, I would definitely tell you. I'd be like, okay,
Yeah.
who's barking at who over there?
Uh, something outside. So yeah, watch that show. I will put that in the show notes. And I have been binging Dead to Me because I miss James Marsden. And I'm like, he is sexy in this show, but he's more sexy in Your Friends and Neighbors, and I don't know why. I don't
Yeah,
know. I
I don't
guess
know.
it's the character. Because Owen
Yeah, because
Ash,
I think in Dead to Me,
hot mess. and your friends and neighbors, he is a hot mess.
But
Where
he's a
friend,
cute, friendly mess. Where dead to me, he's more of a villain.
yeah, he's more like a yeah, he's more like a just a dick. But he
Yeah,
comes back as his
twin.
twin, and I'm not on that yet. Um, so I will report back how he is as his twin.
Yeah.
But I miss you, James. Yeah, I don't know
And I
what's with
have,
my obsession with him.
yeah, I don't know. And I have been to change the subject just for a second. I have been trying to keep up with the Karen Reed case, the civil trial information trial or case,
The
and
civil,
I guess Colin Albert. Yeah, if Colin Albert rings a bell to you, he was the one. All of a sudden now he's enlisted in the army, so he's going to boot camp. And I got to tell you, if you're going to go into the military, it is not for the faint of heart. My son went to boot camp and for the Marine USMC. What they break you so that they can build you up. That's what boot camp is about. So who knows? This could be a very good thing for him. I just don't think it was done because that was his lifelong dream. Definitely in a way to avoid discovery and having depositions done by the reader thing, but I've been trying to keep up with that. And there's nothing that I have seen lately either regarding Kelsey Fitzsimmons. Or, although I think we talked about this briefly last time too, is that the hooker, the woman that disappeared in what was it, the Bahamas?
the last name's Hooker. She wasn't a hooker.
No, right.
Yeah.
The last name is Hooker. And they turned their investigation from missing person to homicide. So he is definitely being investigated. The case is being investigated as if it were a homicide because of the information that they've gathered technologically from the boat and everything. Because I guess, and I didn't know this, that these batteries that they have are like black boxes where it can tell you, you know, if power was on, if it wasn't on, and what time and everything. Like everything is tracking you. Like even the batteries are tracking what you are doing, which is kind of good, kind of weird, I think. So we're just gonna, because I watched Ashley Banfield. I try to catch up with her, and they've had, they've tried to find information to find out where they think he may have disposed of her tragically. I can't imagine what that poor family is going through, but eventually this stuff catches up with you, so he's not going to get away with it for sure. The problem is, in my opinion, is that this stuff does take too long. So who knows? Could be
Well,
10 days, could be 10 years.
if I'm sure those are shark infested waters because weren't they in the Bahamas?
Yeah,
What
yeah,
if a shark ate her?
right.
Never going to recover her.
No.
And maybe that's what he was betting
Counting
on.
on. Yeah, yeah.
Horrible.
Well, technologically, with the way things are, they'll probably still have enough to get him charged just because he lied about everything. But again, who knows? We'll see how long that's going to take.
Yeah.
In the meantime, he's walking around a free person.
Yep. All right. So we're coming to the end. Um, and today I my back is feeling good. My feet in the morning not so good, but I don't really, when I work, I don't really weigh down my apron because that, like, I don't put my phone in there because believe it or not, that was putting weight on my lower back. And the fact that I don't do that anymore has helped. Um, so I was able to do my favorite thing. Um, well, not really. Pulling the weeds is not the fun part. But putting down the mulch and letting it look all pretty. Um, I use cedar because
Oh, I love that. Love
yeah,
that.
the colored mulch just
Yeah.
doesn't do it for me. So we like the cedar, and
Cedar's good.
I'm gonna take a video and post it. And also, my garden
Your
is
pretty
growing.
flowers. Yeah.
Yes, my flowers. My garden is growing except the pepper plants. Now the pepper plant I have up front is growing, but I don't know why it's not grown in the garden. So I grabbed some Miracle Grow, mix it with water, and I hope that helps give it a little grow. And I do have a pepper already.
Yeah.
Um, it's a spicy pepper that needs to be picked. So, yeah, how I do this, I don't know. My parents, they never planted vegetation, but they planted flowers. And they had such a knack at it. So the fact that I'm able to do that outside and that I do have an indoor plant that is like 3 years old, which is amazing. Um, I just, it's a little bit of self-taught and watching my parents plant. I planted a rose bush a couple years ago, and it's really grown, and there's finally flowers, although I think I have to trim it, the
Yeah. Well,
dead.
I think now I would like to get a plant. So, what would you recommend for someone like me as a starter plant?
Well, maybe I can cut some off of mine, which is a pothos, $5 plant from Jewel. Maybe I can cut that off and see and plant it and see if it works. If not, go to Jewel and get a pothos. I do
And
have a
is it a
spider plant that a
okay?
customer gave me,
Yeah.
but it's not really, um, how do I want to put this? It's
Oh,
not growing like the pothos. And then
okay.
I get those stakes, the food stakes, and put it in with the plant. So yes,
Okay,
pothos it is.
counting down.
Yes. So yeah, welcome back. Hope you guys enjoyed my podcast with Ashley, and we will see you next week.
See you next week. Take care, everybody.
And it's okay to sleep in your own bed. Nothing wrong with it. Sleep, wellness arrangement. All right, till next time.
We love our scrappy peeps. So thank you all for joining us and becoming part of our flock. So please like, subscribe, and share. And if you don't like us, unfortunately, yo mama. But if you do like us, we look forward to seeing you next time on Two Scrappy Chicks.